right, we're about to start. Perfect. Okay. Hi, Mahmood. Hi, Wael. Hi, Shoaib. Hi, Nivla. Welcome. Keep learning. I still don't know your name, so F1 on that one. Hi, Carlos. Welcome. Hi, Tamir. Welcome. Seconds, yes. Seconds. All right. Before we start, I'd just like to introduce myself. My name is Kelvin. Please do follow me on my Instagram, Facebook, and my YouTube channel. I was just starting off, so hi everyone. Hi everyone. Welcome to this. Hi Yang. Appreciate it. Appreciate you joining. Welcome. Hi. Okay, there's a lot of highs now. Hi JR. Hi, hello. Hi everyone. Hi Paul. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining in. Guys, please do follow me on my Instagram and YouTube and my Facebook. Okay, so let's start this off. Okay, the target audience right now is totally. Oh, by the way, we had to change this. This session was supposed to be a lighting session, but since there's a lot of requests to do a live stream session, was supposed to be the eighth session. We had to move this today because again, since everyone is like doing online session, so we decided to cover this one. Again, this is essential live streaming on your Nikon DSLR and your mirrorless cameras. I'll go through this will be a quick session. There's like 30 to 45 minutes. I'll draw a diagram as well at the end. Please feel free to ask anytime. Yeah, okay. Again, on all my sessions, I would appreciate interaction. Please feel free to ask anytime. Please do ask questions anytime. As you can see, I'll just post every comments that you can. I'll try to answer each and every one on the broadcast as well. So again, please feel free to answer. Also, please do let me know where you guys from, what are your gears, what do you do, and all. Okay, so I'll have an idea. Okay, so okay, yeah, where you're from. Okay, for those who sound is a little bit low, please turn up the volume. Okay, let me adjust it a bit. Okay, how's that? Sound check, sound check, sound check. 1 2 3, 1 2 3. Okay, so just a brief summary of what we did last time on session one. Just in case, by the way, just in case you haven't watched the four sessions, it's here on Nikon MEA Facebook page. So please feel free to review because it's a continuous series of all about videography. Okay, so session one, the summary is story plus music equals good video. Okay, check. It's from Lebanon, Dubai's D750. Okay, it's better. Okay, good. Thanks. All right, session two, it's not about the gears, it's the one using it. So whatever your gear, it's really the one using it. The gears really help a lot, but plus factor. Session three, camera movement gives action to your story. So hi Carlos Andre. Welcome. It's from Brazil. Nice. Okay, so the fourth session is no one will forgive you for bad sound. So regardless of you, if you do have really nice video, yeah, if you really have nice video and your sound would just trip, and you have bad audio quality, no one would forgive you that. Everyone would be freaked out on that quality. Okay, so okay, Dubai D810 Z6 Saudi. Yeah, I still remember you, but I can't remember your name. Hi from okay Egypt, Kuwait, Paris. Okay, Kuwait. All right. This session right now is live streaming using your DSLR and mirrorless camera. By the way, this is also a cross-platform of what you could do on a production level. So if ever you do live feed in an event, this would be similar format and this similar setup. Almost the same, technically almost the same. Hi Chadi, I have two now, Z6 and a Z50. Yep, that's perfect. Okay, hi Harriet, welcome from Dubai, South Korea. Oh wow, that's nice. South Korea, nice. Okay, so let's start off. So why webcam? Why are we using DSLR? Can anyone answer that? I think that's an obvious answer. Please state all necessary equipment to use and make DSLR as webcam on an online streaming. Yes, Francis, I will be sending you links and all that. Please feel free to fill up my online application. Not online application. It's a form where we send in I'll send in what I've discussed, the equipment and my recommendation. And please do rate this talk. Okay, so again, why are we using DSLR instead of a webcam? Can anyone answer that? Okay, so I'll give you an example of having a webcam. Okay, so here's my webcam and here's my DSLR below. So as you can see, you would see the total difference, right? So if we're going to do a major presentation, or if we're going to do, I'll remove the slides there. So as you can see the mess at the back, please pardon that one. I intentionally did that so you would know the difference, the total difference of this one. Okay, so please don't mind that. It's a mess, I know it's a mess. Okay, so let me just swap this camera. All right, so let me go back. Okay, so again, it's the quality, of course. It's really the quality. There are a lot of cameras, there are a lot of web cameras right now with the Logitech and everything. The quality is good as well, but it's not comparable to any DSLR or any mirrorless camera that you plugged in. See, even my lips are so red in this one. Anyways, no, that's the natural me. Yeah, of course, it's the output. If you're going to next level, if you're gonna do this professionally and you do this as a career, then of course you have to do it in a DSLR and a mirror or a mirrorless camera. Okay, this session would be I will be guiding you through on how to set it up, how the do's and don'ts, and what I've experienced so far. Okay. Again, please feel free to ask questions. Okay, so oops, done. Okay, so what do we need? What do we need so far to set up? Obviously, most of you guys have a mirrorless camera already and a DSLR, right? So we will utilize it, we will make use of it rather than using this as a camera, right? So we'll make use of it. We'll try to put in use the full potential of the camera. Okay, so basic setup. This is the background right now is currently my setup. I'm having three screens, actually one camera here as well, and I have three cameras here in the setup, but I'll just be using one right now. So that's my current setup at home. Okay, so sorry, let's go back. Okay, setup. So what's the most important thing? Computers, of course. You need to have at least an i5 computer with at least 8 gig of memory RAM. Okay, I won't give you the full specs, but the reason why we're here is basically to put use of your current machine. Okay, so a 4 gig memory for live streaming, you'll be okay. You'll be okay, but once you add up a lot of videos, a lot of overlays, this and that, it will really slow down. Currently, I'm using a 32 gig iMac, which is really, really good. Last week, I tried the Mac Mini, which is running on 16 gig, and it was okay. I also tried the on a PC. I have a 4 gig Windows 10 i5 running on OBS. By the way, OBS is a software that manages this as well. We'll go through that one by one. Okay, so yes, of course, memory is very important. On the video card part, of course, the higher the better, the faster the better, the more memory the better. But I tried it on a Mac Mini, which is an internal video, which works just fine, even with my DSLR, even with my mirrorless, it works just fine. So again, the faster the better, the more memory the better. If there's a video card, it should work perfectly. As you've noticed, a lot of people goes live using their mobile phone, right? So again, you just balance it out. Okay, so on speed, of course, the higher the better again. But for me, minimum is at least 3 MB. 3 MB bandwidth. There's always an option to go 720. But again, the higher the resolution, the better, of course. There's no point of going 4K on a live stream. There's no point. There's really no point because again, everyone you're live. There's a lot of mess up happening when you're live. Bandwidth, it's slowed down, and all that stuff. You can't avoid that unless you're using mobile phone, which is basically adjust the bandwidth. You'll be okay with the 3 MB bandwidth. But please take note if your wife or your children are using Netflix behind it, of course it will suffer even on a 3 MB. How is your internet in the other parts of the world? In Kuwait, how is it? Egypt as well. Some Asian countries, some in the Philippines are really bad. So it's even a 3 MB. It's shared bandwidth, so you would suffer when you stream. So I had a lot of inquiries of like, how do you stream? How my bandwidth is really slow. So I consult a few clients where we basically I told them to do a recording only. So there's no point. You can't go live with a really slow bandwidth. So we played a video. There's still interaction. We just pause it a bit. I still control the chat. I still control everything, but there's still interaction. But again, it's recorded, pre-recorded already, and we just play it. So that's one factor. That's one solution to avoid. Okay. So of course, the story. What are you gonna tell? How are you gonna get people engaged? How do you get people not to feel bored? Right. So again, guys, please feel free to ask question. Okay. So the story. What are you gonna teach people? How teaching cooking? There's a lot of online sessions since everyone's like home. There's so much content right now that you just go crazy. Like it's just like simultaneous right now. So again, it's the story. What are you gonna tell people, right? So of course, another one is sound. Sound quality is very important. All right. So yeah, I as you can see, the audio is really good right now. I'm using an H6 here, DT audio microphone. It makes really good audio quality. So if you use your audio from your laptop, yes, you'll be okay. You use the audio from an ordinary microphone, yes, you'll be okay. But again, what are you after? What are your target audience? If you're like right now, I'm teaching you guys live streaming. Of course, I need to showcase the best quality, the best audio, the best microphone, the best cameras, and the best software that I could think of, right? Guys, are you still there? I say hi, please. Okay, so sound, it's very important. Okay, so of course, sight, the video quality of a DSLR is totally different compared to this. I'm doing side by side. It's really different. So that's too obvious already. Okay, so here are the list of the cameras that's compatible with an HDMI output. I guess what? I totally forgot the Z50 here. So I did a few research. Oh, hi Tarek. Hi Tarek-san. How are you? Okay. Hi Z7. Okay. Okay, so here are some of the list of the cameras that says basically clean HDMI output. Um, yeah, I did a research as well, so it's quite difficult, and it won't. The reason why it's white background because I can't find every cameras with a black background, and I don't want to Photoshop every camera is there. So I'll send you the list as well of what is compatible. Okay, the Japs has 70. Wow, wow, that's a lot of cameras, Japs. What can you say about the Boya mic? For now, it's the most affordable mic. Yes, we'll go through that on affordability. Okay. I have a Boya as well. I tried it. I'm happy with it. Uh, but not the VHS, the VHF quality. Okay. So I'll go back to that, Francis. Just ask that again later on. Okay. So, okay, here are the lists. Please take down note. I'll send you the list as well of this one. Okay. Where are we? Okay. Yeah, the most important part is there's HDMI out. Clean HDMI out because some of the cameras, some of the models won't have clean HDMI out. Meaning there would be like numbers showing up in there. Even if you turn off whatever details there would be things going out there. Okay, so the most important part is the clean HDMI out. There are software right now that's USB compatible. So meaning you could plug. Wait, where is my video? Okay, so meaning you could plug the video. You could plug your camera. Wait, let me fix it. Okay, meaning you could just plug your camera directly to your computer and it treats it as a webcam. Okay, so quality wise, it's not that perfect. It should be okay. I'll wait. Yeah, it should be okay. So I'll show you some examples as well later on. D7000, I can't memorize every camera as long as you have an HDMI. And what you could do is plug it in a television. Uh, Wait, let me go back just to make sure. Okay, so D7, 7,000. There's 7,000. 7,000, I think it's not compatible because yeah, only the 7100 should have a clean HDMI. Yeah, I'm sorry. So there. Okay, so where were we? HDMI. So we just need a clean HDMI. Okay, so there's three types of HDMI. Okay, the obvious one is the type A, which is your television. Technically, yeah, your LED and LCD television has the type A HDMI. The mini, which is common on DSLRs and mirrorless. The micro is usually in the GoPros, the smaller one. So you get to have three of those. Uh, Oops, sorry. Okay, so let me just draw something here. So this is basically plugged in your camera, and this is technically plugged in your HDMI capture card or your television set. So this is the other side, and this is the other side. So you have both sides. In television, you have two type A's. In DSLRs or for the mirrorless, one side is a type C and one side is a type A. Just letting you know. Okay, so before everything else, you need a capture card. You need to capture the HDMI signal going to your computer. The best brand so far is the Elgato, which is kind of expensive in some ways. I have a few recommendations as well. I'll send you the details of where to purchase and where to get them. Yes, I love the Elgato. It's expensive. It's quadruple the price. Okay, well, of what I'm using right now. And I like what I'm using right now because there's HDMI out as well. So I do a signal in and I do a signal out, which I can monitor. Yeah, thanks. I really wish Nikon comes up with a small vlogging camera, swivel screen smaller than the Z50. I'm happy with the Z50 when traveling and swivel screen and all that. I think if you go smaller, you won't have enough quality on it. The quality would suffer. Uh, Hi Isabel. Okay, yeah, there's an HDMI, but I'm not sure if it's a clean HDMI, meaning there's no data on it. There's nothing coming out of the cameras. I mean, when you do an HDMI out, there's no data information like ISO, shutters, and all that shows. So, but I'll get back to you. I'll double check on that. Okay, so HDMI, yes. How to connect? How to connect D710 or D722 to an iPhone? Hi, Loris. Technically, that's not possible. You have to go to a computer. So yes. Hi, Ayuba. Thank you. Volume. Volume is now low. Okay, let me just adjust. Sound check. How's the audio, guys? How's my audio right now? Sound check. Sound check. One, two, three. Okay, so we'll start off with Facebook since everyone's like going in Facebook. I have two sessions here, Facebook and YouTube. So how basic, technically the basic ones, how you go logging in. Okay, so there's two screens here right now, which is the beta version of Facebook and the normal version. Okay, thanks, Yang. Thanks for that. All right, so sorry. So there's two. The reason why I put it here because at least you get to you might feel or see different screens on your end. So I've put in two versions. Okay, so of course in your mobile phone it's easier because once you click live video, that's it. Nothing much there. Same thing with the computer. If you have a camera in your computer, click live and you go live, right? It's simple as that. It makes it easier. But again, we want to complicate things and we want to go professionally. So okay. Hi, honey. Thanks for joining. Hi, Esther. Thank you for joining. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, so this is the menu of Facebook. So once you get to see this, it'll start off if you have a camera in your computer, you'll start off with a use camera. Okay, so what we will be doing is use the stream key. Please take note this two information. Wait. Okay, let me go back again. Okay. Okay. So this information, this two, is very important. Okay, please take note of that. Later on in this lesson, I'll be tackling that. Why is it very important? Because we are going to broadcast both YouTube and Facebook simultaneously. So you need those numbers. By the way, take note. The reason why I crossed this off because this is very important. If someone gets hold of this details, he or she would be able to use that broadcast and steal the data. Not steal the data. He or she would be like in your stream. So please take note of that. That's very important. So as simple as that. You click go live and you could go live immediately. You click schedule a live video. Schedule when, where? No, when. Just when. You just put it there, put the details, and it's that simple. It's that simple. Okay? So please do feel free to ask questions if I'm teaching so fast, if I'm discussing a little bit faster, or if you want it slightly slower, please feel free. Okay. So next would be okay. This is in your personal page. When you're posting in a group or in a business page, it's totally different. Security wise, it's totally different as well. I had a few issues where, sorry, I had a few issues while publishing my personal page and the business page and a group page. I can't see everyone typing. I can't see everyone sending details and sending hi, hello, and their comments because there's a few security issues with Facebook. That's why I'm just broadcasting one right now, which is in Nikon MEA Facebook page. Okay, so please take note of that. That's very important. You might get confused. And also, when you do when you do post in a group, you need to have admin rights. That's the only way, because there's a lot of security issues. Okay, so you need full access to that. This would be the menu if you're gonna go, if it's a business page or a group page. So same thing with the scheduling. Okay, so as you could see here, you could just click the schedule, you put in the schedule, when do you want to show it, click the live view, and that's it. You're ready. It's just gonna send you a reminder 20 minutes before the show or your live broadcast, 20 minutes before your live broadcast, and that's it. And please take note, remember this. This, again, this is the stream key, which is very important as well. Okay, 7000 has an option you can turn off that comes. Yes, if it has, then it should work. You just need the clean HDMI. Apologies, because I was a different user before. I just switched to Nikon 3 years ago, so I'm not familiar with the models and the numbering and the capabilities. So all I have is a D810, D850, Z6, Z7, Z50, and D780. Those are what I have. Uh, okay. Amori is asking, can we use a web browser? Tried Safari but doesn't work, doesn't support. I'm sorry, Amori. What is the question? Use for what? Using the webcam? Please clarify. Then I will be able to answer that. Okay. Okay. So same thing. We'll go through YouTube. Okay. Same. You go live. You go live. You click go live. The schedule. Sorry, I can't see. Okay. If you want to do a schedule, you just do the schedule. If you are gonna go live immediately, just create the stream, and that's it. There's another important part here. It's not for kids. It's for kids. That's the only thing. You create the stream, and that's it. It will send you a reminder again. It will send you a reminder. Basically, that's it. It's as simple as that. Okay. Please feel free to ask question. Amore, just a follow-up question. What do you mean by a web browser here? Okay, so where am I? So yeah, so this is the interface of YouTube. Yes. So again, these two are very important. Okay, you would need those details. So once you get that, just take note that the key stream. Remember this key stream. That's very important. Okay. Yeah. Once you're done, you could go upload. You could be ready anytime. Okay. So which platform and system are you using now for live streaming? Yes, I'll go through that, and I'll go through my recommendations on what I'm using and what can you use as well. I tried technically every live streaming software. I have hardware, software, all that. I tried those. I tried everything. Okay, so let's go to the next. Okay, please feel free to visit our website. That's my company, studiok.ae. Our Instagram is Studio K International. Please feel free to follow. And that's my personal page. That's my Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Please do follow. Okay. So we'll go through. We'll do a simulation. So please feel. And this is where we're gonna do a lot of technical stuff right now. I'm just gonna draw a diagram and explain each factor. I think I would be able to answer every questions that you brought up right now. Okay, platform. Well, I tried using live stream Facebook, but it won't work through Safari. That's strange. That's strange. What error is he having? If you could send a screenshot or something, let me know. Cause try Chrome. Try using Chrome, but it should work on Safari. Okay, so here's the basic setup. A few options. Okay, I'm currently using a Mac right now, but again, this is the system is compatible with Windows except the eCam. Okay, except one software here. Okay, so I'll give you one example. Some who are not technical savvy in a way, who just wants interviewing people. Sorry, excuse me, guys. Okay, so there's a few of my favorites which I use personally and I tried personally, which is effective in my use. Okay, so we use Zoom for doing interviews, and I there's a function in the paid function of Zoom. You could literally go directly to YouTube and Facebook, which you bypassed everything. Okay, so another option is StreamYard. StreamYard is a lot better in Zoom because you could have a slideshow. There's a little control to it. This eliminates softwares. There's no mixers. There's nothing there. All you need is the USB capture card, and that's it. You're good to go. Which is less complicated for people who just want to talk to someone or just do a presentation online. The basic stuff. But of course, there's a subscription. It's a subscription base, so you pay at least $19 a month, and Zoom is like 12 or something. I'm not so sure. I can't memorize them, but I have both subscription. I tried them both. I'm happy with it. Zoom has a 40-minute free, so you could try it. StreamYard is free for single user. Okay, so again, here's another option, which is OBS. Okay, so OBS is one of the most famous one. The reason being is it's free. It's free in a way that you could the control of your live stream is easier, and it's no, sorry, let me correct that. You have more control and it's powerful. But the problem is the learning curve is not designed for, you need to have an IT background in some ways. You need to understand a few technicals in video before you could make it work. While StreamYard is it's so simple that you just click, 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 click. That's it. You could go online. You could put your presentation there as easy as can. While OBS is kind of in an advanced, intermediate to advanced level. But again, it's free. Okay. So what I'm using right now is eCam. Lags would be more of internet problem. I never experienced lags in OBS, so I think it's more of a lot of issues with it is more of your internet or your computer would be causing that one. True, if I'm recording 4K in the background, my machine would dramatically slows down. It slows down, so it eats up a lot of resources. Okay, true. Okay, so what I'm using right now is eCam. So eCam is basically for Mac only, unfortunately, and it's subscriber based. So I like this in a way that I could control, I could press this, everything is in one window already. I'll try to share screen later on if the interface, if we have time. But again, I use this a lot. So you could go directly to Facebook, you could schedule, you could do everything, you could manage everything in eCam. Okay. So this is where another factor with, okay, remember, whoa, wait. Okay. Okay. So this is connected to a USB. Okay. This is connected to an HDMI. Hope that's clear. Okay. Pardon me the penmanship. It's so hard to write. Okay. So you would select a camera in Zoom, or you would select a camera in StreamYard, and it would indicate that, okay, I would use this as my camera, and that's it. It's as simple as that. Rather than using your webcam, right? It's gonna treat it as a webcam. Simple. Okay. So same thing. goes through OBS, goes through here, and goes to Facebook, goes to YouTube. Guys, please feel free to ask, okay? Um, I'm using another software. If I'm gonna do simulcast the feed, or yeah, the stream, if I want to do 5 YouTube, or technically 3 Facebook and 2 YouTube channels, I would use Restream and put the, remember the RMTP a while ago, what I said, just remember that you have to input it in Restream, so Restream would broadcast them on Facebook and YouTube. So Restream would be the one handling those data. So instead of going directly to Facebook, or going directly to YouTube, or going directly to any platform, Restream would be handling that one. So that's why the key and the RMTP is very important. You have to input it there. Am I making myself clear, or it's kind of deep technical? Okay, so here's another example of a different setup, which this is the one I'm having right now. Yeah, this is the one I'm having right now in the table, in my table, except I have an iMac. Okay, so I have a video mixer. I don't have the ATEM Mini Pro, but I have the ATEM television, which is the higher model. I could handle 8 video cameras on my stream because we use this for corporate events. The ATEM Mini has 4 HDMI input, so meaning I could put 4 video cameras there. If I have this, I won't be needing this, okay, because the camera goes in here. Wait, let me check. Yeah, I'll explain to you. I have an explanation here later on how does it work. Okay, so it goes to a USB. Same thing, it'll treat it as a camera. It'll treat this as a camera. Sorry. It'll treat this as a web camera as well. So then you could control camera 1, camera 2, camera 3 using the ATEM Mini. Okay, so it's a mixer. It's a hardware mixer. All this you can still use. Okay, wait. Let me undo. Okay, so all this you can have a similar function if you have multiple. If you have 4 of this, you could just plug it in and plug it there. So it's the same thing. It just deloads the resources from your computer. Okay, so on the audio side, I use an H6 to plug it here, and I have a DT microphone, which is I could control everything. If I have additional inputs, let's say if I am interviewing another person, let me just fine tune this. It's a bit low there. So if I am interviewing another person, I could put in another microphone for him or her, so it'll be easier, in an extra camera. What would be the minimum? At least 3 MB, Japs. The minimum bandwidth is 3 MB. Is the device available in Dubai? Yes, Partik. I'll send you the link right now. Okay, just fill up fill up that form. I'll send you the list of equipments and my recommendations and softwares, where to go, where to download, and all that. So yeah, that's a good question. Okay, so yeah, it's 3 MB, Japs. Hope that answers your question. Okay, so what I'll okay, where was I? Sorry. Okay, so we're done here. We're done here. Okay, so again, another option is, how do we broadcast it to Instagram? Okay, so same process. We have the 3, we have the mixer, we have everything else. But what I do. Okay, let me go back there first. Okay, so same. We have the capture. We have all this set up. Now, right now is we have an output. I have to throw it here and throw it here so I could go to Instagram. So there's 2 computers to it. It's a complex process. just be careful. I'll let you know the details as well. I'll attach all the links on the software that we use, and yeah, the software, the steps on how to go about it. Okay, so again, this is just essential. These are just the basic on how you could. And if you asked, can it be done? Yes, it can be done. You could simulcast it three ways. You could send all those data, but a lot of modifications in some ways. Okay, so by the way, StreamYard can broadcast one and two simultaneously. Zoom can't. Zoom can only broadcast in Facebook. But if you have Restream as a software, you log in here and it could broadcast on two. Uh, I hope my drawing is okay. Let me change color so it's easier to understand. So Zoom can broadcast there. Okay. Once you can, and also no, you can't broadcast to Instagram because you have to relay out everything since it's landscape. So your feed, you're gonna divide your camera and all that. So that will we use OBS on that one. Okay, so here's an example of the video mixer. Okay, let me camera one. You get the camera one, camera two, camera three. You just basically switch it from camera one, camera two. Wait, let me turn on the other camera here. Is it on? Wait, let me just check, guys. Wait. Cut. Nope, no feed yet. Nice. Okay, never mind. Yeah, all right. So, and this USB goes to your computer. This USB goes to your computer. So it's gonna treat it as a webcam as well. So it makes it easier. The best and easiest way solution is if you have the money, if you have extra money, go for the ATEM Mini Pro. It could broadcast directly. It's there are pros and cons because you can't play video here unless you put in another laptop, which is the one in charge of playing videos, playing your presentation, playing the external parts. Okay, so if you don't have the budget, OBS would be the best solution. If you have slightly the money for a monthly subscription, I'm using Ecamm, so that's my favorite. It's easier for me, and the problem is it's only Mac. Okay. Okay, so if you have one unit only, if you have one machine only, what can you do? Well, you could still do all that, but you need at least a very fast machine to manage all this. So same, HDMI through USB. Oh, by the way, Ecamm can support USB. So meaning you could plug your camera directly to the USB port using a USB, not via HDMI. OBS can as well, but you need to have a plug-in. You need to install some plug-ins before it will work. I tried it a few. I wasn't happy with it. Again, it's not yet built into the system, so eventually it will. So, but the reason why I like Ecamm is you just plug it in, it'll just work on the mirrorless cameras, on the Nikon mirrorless and the DSLRs. I just plug it in, works. I use it as my webcam already, and it treats it as a webcam already. That's the beauty of it. Okay, so yeah, this can be connected directly via USB. Woo. Okay, so here, same thing. You could do USB. You could broadcast USB via OBS. Same thing. YouTube. Oh no, one at a time. This is OBS is one at a time. The only way you could broadcast is through Restream. Restream would be responsible to broadcast everything here. Okay. Hope that's clear. Please let me know if you have additional questions or clarifications. It's a bit complicated in a way that 1 hour session for this is quite difficult to compress, and it's kind of information overload in some ways. I tried my very best to explain it as easy as I can. I hope that covers or lets you understand the basic essentials in web streaming. Okay, here's the interface, by the way, for uh, Restream. Remember the input. Okay, you have to input all the ones, the YouTubes, the Facebook data here. If you click that, it'll bring in this RMTP and your stream key. So this is where you put your stream key. You put your stream key here inside and your RTMP settings. So all the details here. Let's say you have Facebook group, you have Instagram, you have all that details. You put all this here in Restream, you broadcast, and that's it. You're good to go. But in your OBS or on your software or in your hardware, you have to put this details in your unit. So from your unit, okay, this is your computer. Your signal goes here, your video. Okay. Your sorry for the drawing, guys. I can't draw. Okay, so let's put yellow since it's Nikon. Okay, so there's a camera. Okay, so we have a camera there. So in order for me to broadcast all this, I need to send this here. Okay, then Restream will be responsible for sending all those data all over. So technically, you're broadcasting it to one broadcaster only, and Restream is the one broadcasting it all over. There's another competitor which is Caster. I wasn't happy with it because the support was kind of slow, and they can't answer a lot of my technical questions. So I was turned off. So I use this, not all the time. Sometimes because I can broadcast internally here. I have 3 machines which can broadcast simultaneously as well, since my bandwidth is 100 MB here at home. So I could handle 3 streams together broadcasting it. Okay, so these are the information that you need to put into your server or your OBS or your Recam, Ecamm or your video mixers and all that. Okay, that's very important. Okay, guys, it's time for question and answer. Please feel free to ask. I'll just put this in mute first while we're waiting for questions. All right, so guess there's no question. Everything is clear. Hope you learned something today. I'll hold it up for a few minutes and let's see what's gonna happen. Okay, please feel free to ask, guys. Thanks, Tarek-san. Welcome, Stacy. Thanks for joining. Again, please feel free to send me a note, or if you have any questions, if you have clarifications after this, I'm technically just home. I'll be able to help you and guide you through if ever you need help. All right, welcome, Pardeep. Thanks. Welcome, Bong. How can I get the form that you're telling? I've posted it already. Wait, let me just paste it again. It's here. You just fill up the form. I posted the form already. Welcome, Harriet. Can you connect a mobile or a router? Uh, Wait, honey. Okay, let me. Can you rephrase what you wanted to do? Because on my software, I could use my iPhone. Sorry, guys. Let me just drink some. Okay, so I'm back. Sorry. Yeah, could you just rephrase this question? I need to understand it better. Because I can't answer it with how can we connect to a mobile or router. Yes, for me, I've used the mobile phone sometimes, if especially if I'm doing top shot or if I need to show something below. Uh, yeah, I could use it, and even wirelessly. So we use the NDI technology. Um, all right, welcome, Chadi. Here's the form. Here's the link. Just click on it. It's not. It's not. You could click on it. It's Google, so you could click on it, and that's it. Hey, wow. Wow, thank you for the class today. I missed about 20 minutes, but I quite understand from where I joined. Yeah, I started off roughly around the 18-minute mark. The first 20 minutes was more of introductory. Welcome, Bong. Thanks for that. What's the best camera? Hamad, what camera do you have right now? So for me, it's I have a Z6 here. I have a Z50. The question boils down to what is your budget and how much are you willing to spend? Because for me, I'm happy with the Z50. I have a Z6 though, but I'm using a 50 millimeter, which gives me the depth and the feeling of. You could see the quality is totally different. I wish I plugged in the Z50 here so you could see. But budget constraint, you'll be okay with the Z50. I'm happy with the Z50. It's just perfect. Of course, if you have extra money, why not get the Z6, right? Um, Hope I answer your question, Ahmed. Okay, me too. Thanks. Messages are coming in. Yeah, I think there's a 15-second delay. That's another way as well because I'm streaming in a slightly higher quality. So I'm giving a buffer. So buffer meaning if there's a cut in the internet, I won't. There's still enough room for me to stream. So I've increased the buffer in some way. So sometimes it goes 20 seconds or sometimes 30 seconds because of video quality. Okay, the GSM router went outside. Um, Honey, I wish I could understand the question because you're cutting it off. Could you like ask in a complete sentence what you want to achieve and why GSM router went outside? Where is it? Where is your initial question? I'm looking for initial question. I can't find it anymore. There's like a lot of windows popping out. Can I connect to a mobile or a router? Okay, I still don't get the question because if I'm not sure about the question. So I think if you have a GSM router and you're gonna connect your live stream to a GSM router, will you be okay? No input but replacing. You're asking bits and pieces. I cannot connect them. Ask the full sentence and I'll be able to answer you. I'm sorry. You want to replace the PC and you're using a mobile phone. Yes, you can. You just grab it in and use it as is. But again, the quality is not that good, right? So if you're having multiple cameras, if you're having set up like this, you would need a better quality. And it boils down to the basic again. You just need a mobile phone, click live stream, and you'll be okay. What's the name of the Victor that you use? Again, fill up the form. I'll send you all the details there. Everything will be there, including the link, including the breakdown and explanation of what we discussed right now. It's in PDF. It makes it easier. Welcome, Amory. I hope I answered your question, honey. Yeah, I hope that I helped. Again, please feel free to ask questions, guys. I still have a few more minutes. Uh, what's the cost range? Can I get a Nikon Nigeria office in Lagos? If any idea? Yeah. I'm not. I don't work for Nikon, so I'll send the details of Nikon Nigeria. Yeah, I was there. I attended the. I did a seminar there in Nigeria. So, yeah, I'll tell you. I'll send. Wait. I'll just have to send you a message. Wait. I'm not familiar with the cost of the Z50 and the Z6. But if you could get the Z6, if you could get the Z6, then get the Z6. You're more flexible in some ways. But if you're just doing a travel blog, Z6 would be overkill in some ways. That's why I want to use the mobile just as a transmitter while using camera to capture. But you still need a laptop in order for you to capture the DSLR. If you want a better, I'll post the question. That's why I want to use the mobile just as transmitter using a camera to capture. Okay, how do I put this? I tried to write that code, and logistically, it's so hard. It's not routing. So you still need to have a laptop. Then your internet, you'll be using the laptop as the internet if you want better quality. So, or yeah, if you want better quality, you really need to have a laptop. Plug it by a USB, and you'll be okay. Uh, I'm trying to click the message on USM when it's so hard to read your name. Sorry. Yeah, send me a message. I'll reply to that one. Hope you don't mind. Yeah, I think you're gonna use it. It's the field in the field, and you're using the what do you call this? And you're gonna use it as live, using a better quality. I have another option. Wait, I'll try to wait. Let me get it. Okay. Okay. So yeah, I have this wireless. Wait, there. I have this wireless transmitter. So what I do is plug it in my camera. Plug it in my camera. I have the receiver in my laptop. I leave the laptop on anywhere. Let's say I'm in the field. So I leave it there. Set up the receiver. I have the transmitter. Okay. So wait. Let me draw that for you. Okay. So let me play around with this. Wait. Let me just change camera. Okay. Okay. So let me draw that for you. So I have a laptop. Okay. So I have a wireless receiver. Oh, I have to wait. I'm missing a part. Okay. So this is you have the USB connector, and it's via HDMI. Okay. So I have a DSLR which has a HDMI transmitter. My laptop is connected to my mobile phone, and my mobile phone is the one broadcasting it to the internet. Um, I hope, yeah, this is it. I'm doing it wirelessly, so I could move around, but my laptop is still there. I have a certain distance. This is around 100 meters of mobility. I move around wirelessly. Okay, so hope that's clear. Okay, so yeah, all right. If you plug in your DSL through USB laptop, does the laptop automatically detect the built-in camera, or you need to any plug-ins? Yes, Amore, that's a good question. The Ecamm Live basically detects it as a web camera. The Ecamm Live detects it as a web camera, so it helps a lot because once you plug in, it's yeah, it's a webcam automatically. OBS would detect it, but you have to install a plug-in. Not every software, not every mixer right now can detect it via USB. It's getting there. Give it a few more months. It should be readily on. It should be built in the operating system. They would be able to detect that. So because Ecamm can already. Okay. So hi Vivian, thanks for joining. Welcome. We're almost done. So yes, honey. Please feel free to fill up the form. I'll send you all the details there, the full breakdown of the equipments that I used for today. Just in case you don't have the link yet, let me post it again. Okay, here. Okay, so please feel free to fill up. Okay, so all right, we're almost done. Okay, additional questions? I'm still okay. All right, so I guess that's about it. Okay, anyway, you know my Instagram, you know my Facebook, you know my YouTube. You could send me a message there. Send hi, hello. Please feel free to please guys, please remember to fill up the form because I will be sending you the PDF of that one. Okay, yeah. Please do follow me. Please send me a message. Say hi, hello there. I'm just there. Okay. Yeah. Okay, there's a few more questions. Okay, good. If let me just this. If you want to stream live cam to Google Meet through OBS, how would you do it? That's a good question. Um, okay, let me draw that then. Okay. Pardon me for the drawing, right? So what I do is, by the way, Francis, are you using Mac or are you using PC? Ah, no, no, Mac. Yeah, regardless of the software just came out. So you have OBS, um, Google Meet. Okay, so you have Google Meet, GM. That's the platform. So what I do is, by the way, this is applicable to most of the streaming software, including technically everything. So Ecamm would work here. A lot of softwares would work here. So what you do is do a screen capture, screen screen grab. I forgot the term. Screen grab, or screen capture. So you record this one, and it passes through OBS, right? So OBS, the problem is audio right now. So if you don't have audio, there's a software called audio in and out. I can't remember. I have to send it to you. I'll put it in the PDF. I'll take note on it. There's a software called audio in and out. So what it does is create a virtual audio, and it brings it to OBS, and OBS sends the signal to there. So it's a virtual path, it's a virtual platform in order for you to cross, and you would be able to hear one another from the other side. So that happens to me when before in Zoom. There's also a virtual camera I haven't used Google Meet yet, but I'm not sure if it's compatible with Virtual Cam, because you could install Virtual Cam and run it via OBS, and you could use the camera and you could use the slideshow, and you could broadcast everything to Google Meet and send it to OBS, vice versa. Yep. Okay, so yeah, any more questions? All right, guys, please do follow me. I'm like 1,000 followers only, so anyway, thank you for your time. Thank you for spending an hour here. Please feel free again to contact me anytime. Uh, I'll try to answer every question. Also, please remember to fill up the form. I'll send you the important details, the basically the breakdown in PDF. So yeah. All right, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.